Action.
Hi, this is Melissa Wolf.
Hi, I'm Tim Goodbars.
Yo, and I'm William Savine. We are Sepsiss, and you're watching Concert Junkies with Rob and John. Make sure you hit the notification bell and subscribe.
Where did you guys all meet?
Ooh,
Well, I met William on Craigslist.
yeah, we're Craigslist babies, most of us in the band. I think we met Cam on Craigslist also. But we
Wasn't he Facebook, actually?
No, he's a Craigslist baby.
He's a Craigslist baby? Okay.
Me and Bars aren't Craigslist babies. We
No,
actually knew each other before the band.
Before the band, yes.
And Johnny we
Yes.
met through a friend of a friend.
He got dropped off on the front porch.
Shout out to Johnny.
Me and Bars met, you know, in the streets and doing hip hop and rap music. So we knew each other a little prior to the band.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I think we formed the band shortly, like a year maybe after we met.
Yeah.
I must have been like 17 years old when I went
You
in that
weren't.
basement.
You were barely allowed at the shows.
Right. Yeah.
We had to get triple IDs for Melissa.
Alright. Who influenced you to start playing music in general?
Well, when I was just a little girl, actually, my father was in a band. He's a guitar player also. Yeah. So as I grew up, I actually just really wanted to start playing music myself because of that. I grew up around a lot of metalheads and all that. Anyway, there was a lot of musicians in my life, performers. What about you guys?
Some of my first toys in my house as a kid was musical instruments. My mom had a big stand-up upright grand piano, and several of my relatives were big fans of soul and hip hop, and actually hip hop emerging at the time, and you know, learning from hip hop. I honestly made many things that were unmusical into musical instruments or items around my house. I got severely punished for beating on pots and pans and playing with that
Really?
upright piano. Yeah, they never wanted me to play with the piano. It was like an antique, and as soon as everybody would leave the room, you know, I'd be down there playing with it. So my family was also a direct influence, simply because we had it in the house. The house was, you know, well cultured and very musical. So as long as I can remember, I wanted to play with everything, really. Bars, you do like everything. So what is your?
Was mine? My influence, I'm gonna have to say soul music. A lot of soul. My parents played a lot of soul music, gospel music. That was like my first intake into music because my family was in a church a lot, and I always loved instruments. Anytime I got a chance to play, I was there. Drums, piano, like anytime because I come from the poor side, so I didn't really have those opportunities to do that. So like anytime I got a chance to, I wanted to get on that. So I want to say gospel, James Brown, a lot of James Brown, a lot of mystical, a lot of loud screaming and yelling, crunk music. And hip hop. Hip hop was the main source for me, like for me to touch music and get developed into it was hip hop. So that's mine. That's me right there.
When you go on tour, what do you have to have with you?
Apple Watch. I have to have an Apple Watch because I like to take a lot of notes and I like to put the phone down. I know you were probably thinking guitar tuner or something like that, but for me, it's a communication thing and be able to work with my hands without answering the phone.
Call me old-fashioned. I would like a regular notebook, pieces of paper, and a pencil would be great. Oh, and can't forget my wolf tail, of course. Yes, I bring wolf tails.
And
So.
yeah, and extra socks.
I think for me, it's my laptop. Like, I need that. I need to be able to make sure I can organize things. I need to organize things, me, personally.
You are the technology man.
Yeah, I need that. I need that tremendously bad. That's me. I hate my phone, too. Just like this guy. I hate my phone.
Well, it's like, you go with the
Hate
purpose of meeting and connecting with other people. The phone can be a huge challenge and obstacle.
In the way.
In
the way. Constantly. Hate my phone.
So that's what we'd bring, more technology.
Yeah, me.
And paper.
If you weren't playing music, what would you want to do with your life?
Me personally, I guess I already got this going for me, but I would just be a model or artist of some sort.
Pictures.
Yeah.
Film, photography, video games.
Yeah.
I probably would have shoved both feet in the door with video games. I probably would have went to school.
Definitely.
For the paperwork.
Facts.
For the paper trail.
I'm gonna have to say that's the same thing for me. Is video games. I would have been a creator. I would have been a developer. I would have been writing code. I can still write a little bit of code to this day. That would have been the big thing for me. But doesn't mean we're too late for it. We still can create video games.
Right.
bro.
If all
We still can
else
do that,
fails,
too.
me and Good Bars will be models.
Yeah.
Why not?
Favorite venue to play and why?
Favorite venue.
I like the venues with there's nowhere to hide. That way, if you start heckling the band, I can throw shit at you
I can see you.
from the stage, and you can't. It's difficult to duck.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I prefer smaller venues. I do, because there's less huff and puff with moving the gear. You get a little bit more time to communicate with the sound technicians. There's a little more intimacy and connection with the crowd. Sometimes when we play big venues, it's like we're up there and then we're off, nowhere to be seen again. You know what I mean? I like the smaller venues because it makes the band more approachable.
You
That's
know
what I'm
what
gonna go with.
venue I really miss, and I wish they never got rid of it? Rocco's in Manchester. It's not called Rocco's anymore. They got rid of it.
It's called it's
But-
called like Olay or something.
Isn't it like a restaurant
Really?
now or something?
Yeah, I think they do like Tex-Mex or something.
Yeah, they do something else, but that was an awesome venue. They had like one of the best stages I've ever played on. So
And big enough, but not so big where if you're on stage you can almost make out every face. I like that.
I don't know what my favorite venue is. I'm gonna have to say the Cloud. Like
Cloud 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say Cloud 9. Shout out to Cam Green, man.
Cloud 9's awesome because they got those sliding doors that open to the beach, and if you're on stage and you're on the perfect space of the stage, you get this nice cool air breeze from the beach.
I do miss Cloud 9
miss
also.
Cloud
You normally get off stage and you're like
So many good ones.
drenched, but Cloud 9 you get the wind
The breeze. And the people there are awesome.
and the people.
The people are awesome.
I love the beach.
What was the first concert you ever went to when you were younger and the first CD you bought?
My first concert was actually Drowning Pool. And yes, they had their original singer at the time.
You
That
knew
was
they were
great.
going to ask that out there.
And what was the other half of the question?
And the first CD you bought?
The first CD I bought. Dang, I can't remember. I can't. That was a really long time ago.
The first CD that I ever bought, I think, or manipulated, the first CD I was able to acquire through much manipulation was, I think it was a Rap-A-Lot compilation, and Scarface had this like 12-minute song called Bring It On. And it was this like hyper violent ghetto song, and I might listen to it after
It's
this.
12 minutes long.
It's super long, but back then you could do that,
You could do that.
and that's why I remember
That's
it. And I can recall having that tape and not wanting my mother to hear it because the amount of violence and swearing, she clearly would have taken that away from me.
Yeah.
That was it.
The very first.
Oh, my first concert was Crisscross.
Yeah. Ooh, what?
My first concert was Crisscross.
That's lit.
That's a good
And it
one.
was at the casino, and I think I like begged to go there, and I was wearing my pants backwards and doing that whole thing. That was my first concert. Shout out to Chris Kelly.
My my first concert was Ice Cube. It was.
Ooh, that's better than my
That's a really
shit.
good one.
Yeah, that was my very first concert.
That's like heavy though.
Yeah, it was.
That's
it
the
was
big leagues.
It was at the Bojangles Arena in down south in North Carolina, and he was down there. He was at a hotel room. He was shaking everyone's hand. I didn't know what a meet and greet was. Like, it was my first time ever seeing this type of stuff, and I was young and I got in. I don't know how I got in there, but I got in there. Oh, I can't cuss.
I already did it.
You guys aren't doing very well.
Sorry. I'm so sorry about that. But yeah, Ice Cube and in the first CD, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. That was the first CD I officially, like, I bought it myself at FYE. I got it myself and used money that I earned to buy that CD. That was the first one. The best Call of Duty soundtrack ever, if you play video games.
Yeah.
Which bands would you like to perform with, and which venue you would like to play out with them?
I am going to not pick the stock cliche answer here. When I'm in the process of writing another metal album, so I do my best to not listen to other like heavy metal acts while I'm writing. So I'm in that period of time where it's hard for me to look towards other bands and you know, tap into what they're doing because I'm trying to ignore them while writing. But I would like to play with people that maybe I've not heard before entirely. You know what I mean? There's so many strong acts out there. You know, it's typical for a lot of folks to pick their favorites, but with so many people out there really pushing the envelope of the technology in their talent, I'm always looking forward to playing with bands we've never played before, and even bands that might be smaller than us. You know, I think a lot of bands are looking to play with that next big act. Where me personally, I like playing with those hidden gems and those bands that have yet to see the light.
Certainly.
You know, that's always a nice surprise.
I like that.
I guess I'll get a little more cliche here then. I'm gonna pick some of my favorites. Let's go with like Evanescence, Hailstorm, Epico would be
Any female-fronted band I'd like to play
That's
with.
what I was saying.
That would be
Some of
nice.
my favorites.
We're always the only ones.
And maybe at the Verizon would be the shit.
Because we used to work there.
Right.
Ben, I see you. That's my guy.
It doesn't have to be genre related. We could open up for anybody, especially now.
If I had a choice, like a real choice, like I could be like, I want this band. I wanna like open up for Ice-T's band.
Ooh.
Like he doesn't do it no more. Like he had a metal band and
Body Count.
Right? That's what it was called. Body Count. Yeah, I like that. I would like to do it with Ice-T. Like that would, to me, would be crazy because I'm a hip hop guy and he's a hip hop guy, but he does metal and I do metal. So to me, I think Ice-T would be dope.
That's a really good answer.
Okay.
I think Ice-T.
That's a great answer.
Promote where you're going to be next and where they can follow you.
Right now, we like, because of the obvious reasons, you'll see us a lot at home.
Yeah.
No, and you'll see us a lot. We'll be playing at home, and we'll be playing on the internet at an internet near you.
However, the best place to find us is, of course, our website.
Sepsiss.com, Sepsiss.com. It's very easy to go to, very simple.
For 2020, we're supposed to start booking dates pretty close here in September. So hopefully we'll have something up on the website and our social media. I think we're currently still booked for the FET Music Hall, but I don't want to. I don't want. I don't know if we're playing anywhere because every place we booked has canceled.
What?
And they didn't ask us.
For obvious reasons.
What?
Well, I'm saying we're still scheduled. Like if you would
Because
go to the.
it got rescheduled.
Oh,
So if you were to
yeah,
go to the
that's
website,
right.
technically we would be there, but we don't have any control over that.
So
Oh.
maybe. I don't know.
I would suspect dates in 21.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with that. And Good Bars ain't performed nowhere, so don't worry about that. Good Bars ain't going nowhere. Don't worry about that. That's
You
it.
can talk.
Okay, that's the end.
Okay. All right.
Bye.
Oh, that's it.